Welcome back to the channel. My name is Conor Brown and we are back at Perth Golf Club, and today's video is going to help you create more speed, more distance, and keep that strike consistent every single time. Firstly, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. That's going to notify you when the next video comes out so we can keep improving your golf. So one of the common mistakes that I start to see in the backswing is people trying to create more distance and power, and what starts to happen is they start to move off the golf ball and lifting their left foot off the ground, and what that starts to do, it starts to move the bottom of the circle away from the ball and behind it, and it starts to get the body out of position. And then we're going to try to get back into this position here, but it doesn't help consistency. It only makes it harder because the bottom of the circle in the golf swing, or the low point, is going to move if you move. Unfortunately, it doesn't stay in the same place. It's going to move behind the ball if you sway off the golf ball. So what we're looking for is we're looking to make a nice structured backswing, and I'm trying to keep a little bit of pressure on my left foot as I swing back. So then halfway back in my backswing, I can start to create some pressure into the ground, slightly pushing down, and then that's going to allow me to push off the ground in the downswing and start to rotate clear and release the club, creating a lot of speed. So if you're someone that you find yourself lifting this front leg off the ground and swaying off the golf ball, a really good way to start to think about this move is on the backswing, you want to feel a little bit more pressure on that left side. It's only because at the current point of time, you're probably moving your pressure to your right foot. So when you start to do this move correctly, you are going to feel a lot of pressure on that left foot or that lead foot, and that's a really good feeling. So what we're looking for is when we take our setup position, if we draw a line along my right hip and leg, and a line along my left ear down to the golf ball, what I want to do is I want to pivot between these two lines. So when I'm making my backswing, I want my lead hip to work inside the line where it started, about a golf ball width. This is a really good checkpoint when you're working on this. So the hip is turning inside that line, and my left ear is staying in line with the golf ball where it started at setup. If you're struggling with this, you can really make it easy and practice it at home. You could just put a chair against your leg or something that is going to give you some feedback, and you're going to feel yourself, if you start to push into it as you're working back and lifting that left foot, you can really start to feel that you're turning and pivoting to the top and creating some room between that where you started, and then you can start to feel this pressure pushing, clearing and releasing as I'm going through. So a great drill to do if you're at the golf course hitting golf shots is, what I'm going to do is when I take my setup position, I'm just going to drop my right foot back onto the toe. And what this is going to do is going to really force me to keep all my pressure on that lead foot, and it's going to allow me to make this nice structured backswing in this position here, and I can feel the pressure on my left foot. If I started to then do what I would swaying off the ball, then you can start to see I'm almost pushing down and I'm putting this right foot flat on the ground, which is what we want when we're doing this drill. So when I'm here, turning, keeping the pressure on my left side, and then I can turn through and hit the shot from there. So really take your time, practice on the right toe, keeping the pressure on the left foot, hitting some nice slow golf swings, slow shots, really feeling the awareness of where that is, and then just start to bring the golf ball into play and hit some shots. So you'll see when I hit this shot here, what you'll start to notice is when I'm in my setup position and I'm turning between where my hip started, so if that's the line of where my hip was when it started, I'm turning inside and I can feel pressure on that left foot. I've made a nice structured pivot, and then I can put my pressure in the ground and hit the shot from there. And you'll start to see that really allows me to create some speed. I can keep the low point of my golf swing in front of the ball. So I'm going to come down, strike the golf ball first, get that nice compression, hit the grass after, and control that speed, distance, and get a really nice compressed ball flight on that shot. Thanks for tuning in to another video. If you like the video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so we can keep improving your golf.